Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My initial plans was to film a after work kind of evening routine, so the video does start off that way. I like to just shut down my computer, put away my planner. I always have my prayer Bible with me, and I love this little lamp on my desk, and I turn it on no matter what. And yes, I am always trying to get in my water. Even when I work outside of my house, I always take a shower after work. I don't know, it's just so therapeutic, and well, that's what I do. So I'm going to take a shower to just kind of wash the day away, and then I'm going to head downstairs to cook dinner. The request from my girls today was chicken Alfredo, and that's what they're going to get because it is quick and fast, it tastes good, and I have therapy scheduled on this particular evening, so I'm trying to, have all of that stuff done for the day. So I do virtual therapy. I am okay going with in-person or virtual. I guess the introvert in me doesn't mind. I absolutely love my therapist, and it took me a long time to find an African American female therapist that will incorporate the Bible in therapy. She's kind of a unicorn. But I absolutely love her. She is amazing. She definitely holds me accountable. I always have homework in therapy, and she's not just the type of therapist that will attend to your mental, social, emotional needs. I've had career therapy. She is a wealth of knowledge. She will teach you how to start a business, run a business. She's just literally a unicorn of a therapist, and I absolutely love her. I did not get her permission to share her audio, and that's just something that I would not do. I don't mind you guys knowing what we talked about, because I think therapy is amazing, and I quite frankly cannot operate my life without it. It's just one of those things that I look forward to, and I absolutely need it. So I always start off by going over my homework. I am always given a task, something that I'm definitely working on. A big part of my therapy is just working on me. I am guilty of being engulfed in all of my roles and not being intentional about being myself. And so that's something that I've been talking about with my therapist, and in this particular session, she kind of goes in on me, not in a bad way. It's one of those things that I just needed. She always will, take any homework that I'm provided. She gives me that homework. The one thing I love the most about her is that she will show me in the Bible, right? We will have that biblical conversation about that particular task or that assignment or whatever it is that we're talking about, and that is what I need, because I struggle with thinking, well, if I'm going to my therapist, then that means I'm giving someone else, the power that I would give God, because God is going to handle everything. And so kind of my happy medium with that struggle that I have is the fact that my therapist has a biblical component to everything that we do in therapy, which I appreciate. I really was not going to share this video, but then I thought, If it helps one person, then I'm okay. I chat with you guys privately, like on Instagram and things like that. And so I know that we share a lot of the same struggles, and we value a lot of the same things. In therapy, I have discovered that I have an extremely unhealthy obsession with my children. I am obsessed with my kids. If you've been on my channel, you know that. I say it all the time. I'm a helicopter mom. I'm obsessed with my children. And so my therapist, kind of where it gets deep, because she's been, trying to spare me, I would say. But today she just said it. And there was no sugarcoating it, and I really needed to hear it. And what she said to me is that, she said that I engulf myself in all of these many roles, and I make them so much bigger than what they are. She said there are a million mothers in the world. I mean, there's all kind of mothers in the world. I'm not in any way trying to, denounce or negate the fact that you are a great mother. I know that you are a great mother. Maya, you are obsessed with your kids. These are her words. But you take on the role of motherhood to a point to where you avoid being the one person that you need to focus on being. She said you do that with teaching. The first teacher in the building, probably the last one out of the building, you plan your lessons on a level that's just unheard of, which I am. Like, I am the teacher that will plan out an entire year if you let me, but definitely will plan my quarter. And I mean, I'm not talking about like surface plan it, write it in the lesson plan book. No, it would be planned. My supports for my language learners, my exceptional education learner, anything, all of that would be made. It would be printed. All of that. Teachers would come in my room to get master copies because they knew I already had it done. And I do that. And so what she says is that you take on these roles and you magnify them so that you don't have time to be the one person that you need to focus on being, which is Maya. And you don't want to be Maya because you don't know who the hell Maya is. And those were her words. That one, that kind of took me out because it stung. It stung and it hurt. But she wasn't lying. She was telling the truth. And I just really had to think about how often I do that or why I'm doing that. And so, how am I going to have a channel called Mindfully Maya and I'm not even mindful about being myself? And I shared that I turned 40 this year, and so it's just kind of like scary to like be in a place where I have to get to know myself. Like, I'm 40 years old, I ought to know myself. But I've lived a life of all of these roles, and I take them very seriously. And they're not bad things, but I use them as cover-ups for not wanting to be myself or deal with myself or even get to know myself. I know I'm not a bad person. I think I just don't want to always deal with the things that are hurtful, things that are painful. And so I am guilty of that. And so, I am on a journey of finding out who the hell I am. And I'm determined to do that because I am quite frankly tired of crying. I'm tired of like pain. I'm tired of all these things. Like, I don't want, like, my 20s, I had some pretty good 20s. My 30s, so-so. I dealt with a lot. But my 40s, oh my goodness, like, I gotta live, y'all. So I am on a journey to figure out who that woman is looking back at me in the mirror. And so I just wanted to share this with you because it's my truth. I don't want to be fake on my channel, and I just wanted to be authentic. So I'm going to close this video with a prayer that I say every single day. It derives from Romans 12, 1 through 2. God, I ask that you transform my thinking so that I know what you want me to do. Saturate my soul with a clear knowledge of your holy and perfect will for me.